All right, guys, welcome back to another video. We have a big topic here to kick things off, and it has to do with Xbox Cloud Gaming, which is interesting because we talked about this yesterday, and this was one of the things I was hoping would happen, and magically it happens just after I talk about it. But before we do get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do like daily gaming content, daily gaming news, and check out the link to my Spotify in the description. Hit the like button as well if you do enjoy the video. It just helps get the video out there and let YouTube know that you guys are enjoying these styles of videos. So yesterday we got a big announcement here for Xbox Cloud Gaming, and that is it is coming to Amazon's Fire TV sticks in July, which is a huge thing as this expands Xbox out to just so many more people with the popularity of the Fire Stick and people being able to access that entire Xbox Game Pass catalog just by having something plugged into their TV that isn't a console, something that they use for everyday viewership of different things like Netflix and other subscription services. This is an app that is just going to be added on to all of that, and I think it is a very, very smart and a very, very good move here by Xbox. And here is what it says. It says Microsoft is launching its Xbox TV app on Amazon's Fire TV sticks in July. The Xbox app will provide access to Xbox Cloud Gaming, so subscribers to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate can stream a variety of games directly to Fire TV devices. And Microsoft will support the Fire TV Stick 4K Max and Fire TV Stick 4K models for its Xbox app, which will be available in more than 25 countries. All you need, again, is that compatible Fire TV Stick, which is great. And then you can use Bluetooth and use any of your Xbox controllers on there, any one that is compatible with Xbox. I mean, you can use your Xbox One, you can use your Xbox Series X and S, anything that you have available. You're going to be able to go on there and play all of these Xbox games via your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription. And cloud gaming, to me, over the last little while has greatly improved. I was somebody who wasn't the biggest fan of cloud gaming a few years ago. I just didn't think it worked that well. Lots of latency, and that I think they've done things behind the scenes to get rid of. And it works great. It works great on cellular networks. I mean, I've been using it on my phone on the go and I haven't had really too many issues. It's awesome just via the browser or via the Xbox app on your PC. Now it's going to be coming over here to Fire TV sticks, which opens this up to a ton of users going forward. And this kind of goes alongside the announcement that they were improving the Xbox Cloud Gaming functionality, the UI, where you can get into party chats and stuff outside of games. All of that is culminating into what we are seeing is a massive expansion of Xbox and availability to so many more people to grow out that ecosystem. It also is going to be releasing just before a game like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be launching onto the service. And if you think that isn't going to have a major effect of people jumping in and subscribing to play it, it is going to have a huge effect. And now people are going to actually even know that they're going to be able to just do it if they have a Fire TV stick. So this is big. And I mean, you have Amazon Luna, which is their own cloud gaming platform. They obviously, I think deep down know they aren't going to really be able to compete with Xbox Game Pass on that same level, nor do they maybe not really want to. I don't think they'll be able to get the hard-hitting content now, especially with Xbox having so many first-party games and IPs in there. They are just saying, hey, put the Xbox Game Pass app on here and get access to all of the gamers that will potentially want to access through it. And I'm sure they are making some money off of this partnership, off of this deal that Xbox has been able to foster here with Amazon. So very cool stuff. I think this is a big thing. I think this is a big move, and we're going to continue to see Xbox expand out in more and more ways as the years continue to go. All right. And as we know, the Xbox controller is very popular. A lot of people like it as their main controller. For me, it is my favorite controller because of the ergonomics and how it feels in my hands. And we have some news here about Steam players. Apparently, Steam players also like using controller, and their controller of choice is actually the Xbox controller. So here is the news on this. As Valve have published a report on controller use with Steam games showing that it has tripled since 2018. And that means that 59% of the sessions in Steam are using an Xbox controller compared to only 26% for PlayStation. And the new Hori Steam controllers have been announced, but there is a growing interest amongst the Steam Deck community for a return to the doomed Steam controller. So there are some Steam controllers that are going to be coming out, but it's the Xbox controller right now that is dominating people's hands as they play with more and more controller via Steam. In fact, it says that since 2018, the number of daily active controller use has tripled from 5% to 15%. And it does make sense. I mean, you think about a lot of the games that are available on Steam, they just play better with a controller. Not everything is meant to be played with mouse and keyboard. Yes, first-person shooters, you're a lot more accurate with mouse and keyboard. But I mean, then there's all of like the action games. You have games like Diablo with the isometric RPGs and just RPGs in general. You're going to want to be using controllers for a lot of the stuff that does come out. All right, jump over here. Just an interesting announcement, a second day in a row where we've gotten these random announcements of older games that are coming back. We heard about Dead Rising, the remaster coming out from Capcom. And today we got an announcement here from Aspyr that Star Wars Bounty Hunter is coming back to all platforms, PC and consoles on August 1st, 2024. And it will receive some enhancements to the game itself. If you've played this game, it came back out in 2002 on the PS2 and the GameCube, and it was a really fun game, really fun Star Wars game, and it's cool to see that they are bringing it back. But there is some concerns here, because if you do remember, Aspyr, they released the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which got pretty much just a bunch of negative reviews on Steam because of bugs and server issues, and it just was not a very good launch for that game. There was a lot of excitement for it before it was launched, seemingly for this too, but Aspyr just did not handle it well. So here's hoping that they actually do handle the release of this game far better than they did with the Star Wars Battlefront Collection. Now, we got some more news about Concord. We know this is coming to the PlayStation 5 and to PC. But there is going to be an open beta here coming in July for people who want to check out this game before they decide to fully jump in when it does release. It says starting July 12th to 14th, those that pre-ordered the game will get beta access along with 4 extra codes to provide to friends to try the game. And then after the early access period, there will actually be an open beta for Concord from July 18th to July 21st. And this will be available to players on PS5 and on PC. And those, they say, who play on PC will need a PlayStation account in order to play, which is always a thing of contention here with gamers on PC, that they don't want to make a PlayStation account. They want to play it via Steam. They want to play it via a launcher and not have to actually give that information to PlayStation. And the other thing with that is, of course, PSN is not available in many countries, so they are cut out from being able to actually play this game. But here is what the beta comes with, which you're going to be able to access. So it says here that you'll have access to 16 free gunners to play as well as 4 game modes across 5 different maps. And then here are the game modes: Trophy Hunt, which is you kill members of the other team to collect bounty cards and earn points, exactly like Kill Confirmed from Call of Duty. Cargo Run, work with your team to retrieve the Blue Buddy robotic package delivery system. No respawns in that game mode. Clash Planet, another no respawn mode, and this mode sees your team fight to control a single zone on the map. And then Area Control, which is releasing during the open beta, and the mode is where you fight to control multiple zones, just exactly as it sounds and as it says. And Concord, as we know, is launching officially on August 23rd, again, for PlayStation 5 and for PC. So if you want to check this game out before it officially does come out, you're going to be able to play it in an open beta. As somebody like myself who is not interested in this game really at all, I may actually just try out that open beta to see if I am going to be missing out on it, because I don't see myself buying this game and playing it when it does come out in August. But that open beta may persuade me, may change my mind. So I will give it a download and give it a check from July 18th to July 21st. Okay, let's jump over here to a pretty crazy story. We've seen this happen a few times now, but it looks like there's another big hack here. And this is from Software's owner, Kadokawa. Apparently they were hacked 1.5 terabytes of data. And this is kind of what you need to know about this. It says, as noted on X by cybersecurity account Falcon Feeds, the Black Suit Group has posted messages on the dark web in which it claims to have private information on Kadokawa employees. And they say they will publish it if they aren't paid enough. So first of all, this happened, I forget which company, a couple months ago. it was a fake claim, and we will see in the next few days whether this one is real or not. So keep that in mind as we go through this. But this is what the group claims. They say our team gained access to Katakawa network almost a month ago, and stating that the reason is its business processes are being interrupted. The group says it's been able to download contracts, DocuSign papers, legal papers, financial data, and other internal use only papers and confidential data. It also claims to have personal information, payments, contracts, emails, and that the email and data usage of Katakawa's platform users and other items such as presentations, coding, and payment transactions. And the group says they will release this data on July 1st unless Katakawa pays them enough money. Specifically saying, since we are people of business, we are only interested in money. Katakawa is trying to settle the deal, but the amount of money they have offered is extremely low for this company. Long story short, we have gained access to very personal information regarding Japanese citizens. Those people would definitely like to keep the data related to their private life confidential. No one would like to see things they are doing in the night going public, including their emails and browsing history. Katakawa's management should understand one thing, is that everything will go public if we will not make a deal until the end of this week. Right now, the confidential life details of many Japanese citizens depend on Katakawa's management decision. We don't think that Katakawa's top management will like to spend the following few months bending and excuses. Such exercises do not fit them at all. It would be much easier to pay and keep moving forward for such a company as Katakawa is. So that's pretty insane here. What they are alleging, what they are saying that they are going to do with the information that they say that they have, that they could be releasing here on July 1st if they don't get a significant payment. I mean, we will know in a few days how real this thing is if they don't get paid and that information does come out. I'm sure you will see lots of people sharing it and talking about it, and it could be a pretty crazy situation. So we will keep our eyes on how this all does unfold. All right, and jumping over here, we'll talk about some exciting information. If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, so when I saw this, I was pretty excited. We haven't had any official confirmations or announcements up until basically right now that Ubisoft is working on multiple different Assassin's Creed games, remakes of their older games, and we officially have that here from Yves Guillemot about what they are planning on doing. And here is what he says. Firstly, players can be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in some of our older Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich. I mean, one of those games is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which we've been hearing over and over again that they are actually remaking. And now after hearing Yves Guillemot say this, I'm pretty sure that that is going to be one that we will see. He says, secondly, to answer your question, there will be plenty of experience variety. The goal is to have Assassin's Creed games come out more regularly, but not for it to be the same experience every year, which is kind of what we've been seeing with Assassin's Creed Mirage. Then you have the open world ones come out after that. They are definitely varying in how they put out these games, which is good because they had put out 3 major open world massive RPG ones in a row, and people had gotten kind of tired of that. And they put out Mirage, bring it back to like the older style, and now we're getting Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I think looked absolutely phenomenal. He goes, there are a lot of good things to come, including Assassin's Creed Hex, which we've announced, which is going to be very different from Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're going to surprise people, I think. So I mean, I love the Assassin's Creed universe. The more Assassin's Creed for me, the better, to be completely honest. I mean, you have the choice whether you want to play everything or not. Me, I will check out all of these games, and especially if they go back and remake Assassin's Creed Black Flag or any of the other ones, I will see how good they do them. I mean, there's definitely now the time for remaking the older games, the first one, the second one. Like, they can go back and remake all of those, and you can have some great stuff and make them improve on them far more, especially the first one. The first one I enjoyed. It was fun, but there was so much hype for the first one. It did not meet those expectations. They could go back and remake that and really build that game into what people had envisioned and thought it was going to be before it did release. But I'm going to end the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you are new here, you enjoy daily gaming news, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.